Today is a symbolic day on the maritime sector's calendar. At the Maritime Administration Department, MARAD, we join with those in the local shipping arena and the rest of the international community in observance of World Maritime Day 2021 under the theme, Seafarers at the Core of Shipping's Future. As Director General of MARAD and a former seafarer, I recognize this theme as both timely and appropriate, since it highlights the substantial contributions of one of the world's most underrated professions, seafaring. Seafarers are persons who have been employed by a ship owner to take part in the ship's operation and maintenance, as well as the provision of required services on board. The word seafarer has replaced the word seaman in this male-dominated profession and is considered a politically correct reference due to the increasing presence of women in the profession in recent decades. In order to motivate women joining the maritime sector, a number of steps have been taken, including active promotion of seafaring as a potential career for females as well as males, dissemination of positive experience of companies employing women seafarers in order to diminish the perception of seafaring as a male-only job and counter gender stereotypes, and the implementation of policies addressing sexual harassment by all crewing and shipping companies. MARAD boasts about its investment in women within its employ, including the nation's first female inspectors of shipping and the first woman marine pilot. Moreover, MARAD recently saw the appointment of a Registrar of Seafarers and Training and Certification Officer, Ms. Katina Ben George, who is responsible for the engagement, health, welfare, and occupational safety of all seafarers who serve on board Guyana ships and all who are citizens of Guyana serving on foreign ships. She is also responsible for the safe manning of Guyana ships and the licensing of seafarers. Importantly, she is the focal point for resolving seafarers' complaints and disputes which may arise. Additionally, there has been the appointment for a Registrar of Ships, Mrs. Gail Colley-Green, who is primarily responsible for procedures for ship registration to ensure that ships registered under the Guyana flag operate within a maritime regulatory framework that is in accordance with international requirements and to promote the development of the Guyanese registry as a safe and secure flag. Guyana currently boasts a fleet of over 700 fishing vessels and merchant fleet of over 500 vessels. They are operated and maintained by thousands of men and women who make tremendous sacrifices to ensure the sustainability of the shipping industry and our livelihoods. 90% of the world's food, fuel, raw materials, and manufactured goods are delivered by sea, which requires skilled seafarers to operate, maintain, and repair ships engaged in the trade. It is because of these skilled and brave people called seafarers that businesses around the world continue to thrive and people are able to buy the things they desire from their favorite stores. So seafaring work is a close fraternity which is often not visible to outsiders. Their work is indispensable. It is high time they get the respect and recognition that they deserve. This year's team underscores some of the risk and complex challenges faced on a daily basis by this significant workforce in the execution of their duties. Risk and challenges amplified by the COVID-19 pandemic, despite their vital role as key workers for global supply chains. One of the biggest immediate issues for shipping companies during the pandemic has been inability of crew change, which is essential to ensure safety, crew health and welfare. Port borders and travel restrictions have led crew members to extend their service on board ships, unable to return to homes and families. Most major ports have imposed restrictions on vessels and crews, with some jurisdictions imposing a mandatory wait time of 14 days for vessels to enter port. The ship industry has largely continued to operate around the world despite disruptions at ports and impediments to crew changes, facilitating the movement of essential supplies and medicines that are needed to keep a country running and to deal with the global public health crisis. This could not happen without the professionalism and dedication of the world's seafarers. The team also encourages contemporary maritime discourse surrounding the future of seafarers, particularly in the context of training in keeping with Sustainable Development Goal 4 and seafarers' welfare, including the importance of ensuring an appropriately trained and qualified workforce. ready to meet the challenges and opportunities of digitalization and automation. The administration continues to explore and analyze educational insights from local and international sources of expertise to ensure that our local seafarers are trained, certified, and qualified, and treated in accordance with international standards developed by the International Maritime Organization, IMO, and the International Labour Organization, ILO. MARIT continues to engage the Ministry of Labour to offer support towards the ratification of the Maritime Labour Convention, MLC 2006, as amended, with the aim of implementing its requirements in the not-so-distant future. The convention is comprehensive and sets out in one place seafarers' rights to decent working conditions. It covers almost every aspect of their work and life on board, including minimum age, seafarers' employment agreements, hours of work and rest, payment of wages, paid annual leave, repatriation at the end of the contract, on-board medical care, the use of licensed private recruitment and placement services, accommodation, food and catering, health and safety protection and accident prevention, and seafarers' complaint handling. This convention was designed for global application and uniform enforcement and is regarded as a fourth pillar of international regulatory regime for quality shipping, complementing the key conventions of the International Maritime Organization dealing with safety and security of ships and protection of the marine environment. It is no secret that without the dedication and determination demonstrated by the men and women who comprise the seafaring position, sustaining an efficient shipping industry would be impossible. The IMO, as a global standard-setting authority for international shipping, has adopted more than 50 international instruments which together create a regulatory framework that ensures shipping is safe, secure, and environmental friendly, thereby contribute substantially towards the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Through IMO, member states, civil society, and the shipping industry are working together to ensure a continued and strengthened path towards a green economy, sustainable shipping, and sustainable growth. Guyana is well on its journey to becoming one of the world's largest energy suppliers. The economic opportunities presented by the country's newest industry continue to attract foreign investment, which brings new skills, development opportunities, and a boost for our economic activities. MARIT is using all of its legislative and administrative tools that are currently available and is at the forefront of the enactment of others, so as to pave the way for Guyanese seafarers to be hired, trained, and deployed on board vessels engaged in the oil and gas sector trade to solidify their position as an eager, competent, and capable workforce. To our local seafarers, MARIT wishes to re-emphasize that we are committed to our professional development, certification, and welfare. We will continue to work tirelessly to ensure that you are the beneficiaries of the world's best practices in the developing technological landscape for the maritime industry. To foreign seafarers serving on ships operating in Guyana, and to Guyanese seafarers, we are equally committed to your welfare.